Right guys, thought I'd show you a little bit of point of view stuff now so you can see how I apply stuff, fertiliser, and you can see how I actually treat lawns. Let's crack on this nice big lawn. So first things first, gloves and fertiliser. This is my handy 2 spreader we've got on setting number 3. I'm just going to knock it up to 2 as we start getting into the hotter weather. I go slightly less aggressive on the fertiliser, but I'm putting a little bit more nitrogen in there just to give it that initial boost, but we don't want to go too heavy with it. So all I'm doing, I'm squeezing that with my finger and turning the handle. So squeeze and turn. You can see the right hand side there, it's just falling into that corner. So now I straighten myself up, and as I come down, I'm seeing where it falls on the right hand side, and I want it to fall just short of the hard surface. If we get too close to it, it goes on the path. So you want it to fall a little bit closer, and some of them will fall closer to the edge. And what you can do is just slightly tilt your spreader a little bit. That's it, into the corner. Come down here, start my next row, and I'm about 2 metre wide on each strip. I'll just come around here. Again, better to do it that way. I don't want it going on the paths, you see. So I try and keep as much as possible as I can on the actual lawn. I don't mind it going in the borders. Now I usually do this by eyesight because I've been doing it for 25 years now. But you can use sticks so you remember where you've been. Right, take this fertiliser with us. Lock up. This is the first nice day in such a long time, it really is. And this weekend, well, next few days gonna be nice, and getting up to about 25. Next door, I treated that a few days ago, and it's already starting to green up. It's already starting to look good. Basically what I've been doing, I've been doubling up on the nitrogen, the liquid nitrogen, just to give it an initial greening up boost. That's looking okay. I had a little concern that maybe we might cause a bit of burning, because the closer you get, the more you put down, the more the risk is of burning. I've got a lovely garden here. I'll show you the back lawn. It's quite dusty. That's where I've been using the mask. Anyway, let's get this one done. Dear me. This lawn's not too bad. They have had it scarified. Ants there, look. And you've got the morning dew showing up. A few ants appearing, which always come up after the rain. Oh, it's beautiful. You know, this nice weather just makes you feel so much better. It's very long overdue, isn't it? Very long overdue. So I do it in sections. Obviously that's a section, this is a section. Now we've got all this round here. So we can start on this left hand side or the right hand side. I usually go to the right. For some reason we go to the same spot. I think it's just habit. Do you think we keep putting fertiliser on there, it's going to regrow? So this is my job. This is what I do. I treat people's lawns. And yeah, we basically come once every 10 weeks and we put fertiliser and weed killer on, and that's it. And if they want it scarifying, aerating, seeding and dressing, we can do all of that. I often see people looking at my van. And that's how we get a lot of business, to be fair. We'll turn up at a lawn, make it look good. And then people walk by and see it. So I always use a stick when I'm spraying, unless it's a really small lawn. Because you don't want to miss any areas, especially if there's weeds. This is what people are paying for, to get rid of for you to get rid of the weeds. So I know my spray is about 1.2 meters. We're about a meter there, and I'm going to spray and make sure that the right hand edge is not too close to the edge, and definitely nowhere near those flowers, because it will burn them and kill them. So I'm pumping here on my left hand. I'm going to squeeze this trigger. You get this metal catch on these ones, undo that and squeeze. And just go at your normal walking pace. So we get close to the edge. Now sometimes when it's a bit windy, the mist continues to move. So I like to get maybe half a metre from the edge and just do it on its side. And what this is going to do, we've got the weed killer in here, and we've got some high nitrogen in. I've started adding something else in as well, to try and help the weed killer stick better and adhere better. Yeah, it's called Companion Gold, and I've only been using it a couple of days. I've known about it for a few years, but I'm never bothered, and I'm just trying to get a better sort of hit rate on the weeds, because we always end up with these slender speedwells here. And obviously the chickweeds, so these are pretty much the only weeds that are left now. But you'll always get new weeds popping up, like dandelions and daisies and things, especially after some rain. You know, some people's first treatment is probably not until May time, and by that point they could have had quite a few new weeds pop up, because it's been spring for some time. We have like a 10-week cycle, so we treat lawns in a 10-week period, and we've got nearly 600 customers, so we're buzzing around getting all them jobs done, and then we start again 10 weeks later on cycle 2, treatment number 2. So here you've got to be really careful. We do not want to get it on any plant What's it's going to die. And it makes it even more difficult when it's raining.